Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I were safe and sound. And we just slow down. For you and I were safe and sound. We were on the run, rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. We need a change and feel that you need it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time.
No! Oh right, sorry. Sorry for the wait. I'm going to do some changing just right here. Still a lot of things to change. If you could bear with me for a moment, that would be really good. Oh god. No. No. And it's tonight. It's ZNTH versus Kraken. So before I continue, just need to get something up very soon. And then it's these. It's ZNTH. Where are you, ZNTH? Oh no, not this one. This one. Great. Right, so it should be fine. Okay. So I'm going to start my game, hopefully. Should be fine. I think it's fine. I'm just not sure if the game is actually crashing Streamlabs, but I hope it's not the case. But if I continue, I just need to get my iPad up for a second. And I really hope that the game's not crashing my Streamlabs, which is going to be something not really nice to see. Right. I'm getting pings for somewhere. Right, should be now fine. So, we're now on 4th despair, and we're going to be in very soon. Let's hope. It's now happening, but hey, there we go. The screen is up. Let's change. Oh, that's working good. We're now seeing ZNTH versus Kraken Esports on 4th despair. Oof. Full will win even if they don't win. Jesus. Oh, we're late. Great, we are seeing Biscuit in the Iceball alongside Steven, Eaterbix or Sam Jeffries in the Yagaru. This game is ranked in the E3, Kissju in the triple 90.01p alongside Slotney and also ZNTH T130 80. On the south side, going mostly really defensively over pretty spread out, I must say, while KRK-S mostly to B and C Gravity Samurai Sporter in the mouse. And we have Shogun in the 215B, Dragops in the IS4, Epper in the Kramwagen, Adamantly in the T20 medium, and a double E5s by Hatrox and Mimic. So far, none of the teams are getting a cap so far, but both of these teams are playing very, very aggressively. And we don't know if either one of the teams will consolidate and push on one side. But both these teams are setting a really good defensive lineup, though. The thing I'm worried about ZNTH is that they have no mediums, which could prove to be a problem if they play as such an aggressive, such a very broad play. The problem is, if KRK-S decides to push, ZNTH, it's going to take them some time to regroup, and that could be a problem for them. But meanwhile, KRK-S, they must absolutely make sure they don't drop unnecessary hit points. Adamantly, yeah, he might be trying to shoot something, but him being in that position is not going to be helpful at all, because he might get shut down by Steven, and this is not going to be good news for Adamantly if he finds out that's going to happen. And let's actually head down to his perspective. He spotted up Steven, and Steven could very well put a shot into Adamantly if he's aggressive enough, but he's trying to play conservatively, and Adamantly is getting out of this safely while they also got B, which means KRK-S can stay behind and defend. But ZNTH, what would they have in mind? How are they going to tackle this? But that will also give an opportunity for ZNTH to regroup. And that would actually put Kraken Esports into a more difficult situation to handle, because ZNTH, they have a cap lead. That means they can just defend like they are, and that will mean Kraken Esports can just find a good way to consolidate and do something. Meanwhile, Kraken Esports trying to reset C, and to some extent as well. Oh, that was a good double tap from Hatrox and Dragos. Either one of them puts a good HE splash into Kitschu, and that will put KRK-S into a hit point advantage. Oh, Gravity Samurai puts a good shot into Kitschu, and Kitschu, half of his hit points are taken away, and this is not good news for them, for ZNTH at all. ZNTH still doing a very spread out lineup, which is very interesting. But you have these TDs that could put some really big shots, and Shogun, he needs to make sure he doesn't take hits from those TDs, and that was a good shot. Into the game is raked by Gravity Samurai. But Shogun, in this 215B position, you never know what's going to happen, and make sure I do have, yeah, I do get my voice up, that's good. Oh, he's getting tracked. Kraken Esports are getting a hang of this. Oh, he's dropped the reactive armor, he's on fire, and he got shot by the game is ranked. Oh, he took 1000. That's just completely swang the hit points back into ZNTH's favor, and Shogun must be ruining that. Oh, he's dead. Ooh, actually that means the KRK-S Esports has made a good idea to push on to Slotney, and he's going to be surrounded by 4 tanks, but they're just completely ignoring Slotney for a second. I am not really sure why it's the case though. Now they have just not really sure what they're onto here, but Kestru is dead. Biscuit and also Slotney is going to be in loads and loads of trouble, and Snartly also killed, and Biscuit, Dragos is leading the charge, but he should be the one doing that. He has the lowest hit points amongst all the other tanks apart from H-Rock. So now, really, it needs Kraken Esports to get the focus fire right, and they got the E3, which is a good kill. Hit points still in favor of Zenith for now. Adamant is getting killed by Eaterbix, so he's just got eaten by that Yaguru, and that's good, some good focus into that Zenith T130 AT. And Mimic can put some good shot into the upper. Eaterbix is just lurking from behind. Can he put a good shell into Dragops? And he does. That was a good kill. Hit points still in favor of Zenith, but it's going to be neck and neck. You have 3 tanks which are very healthy. Gravity Samurai in the mouse still brawling against that IS-4. Kills off Stefan, which is an important kill. Mimic is going to die very soon. If he... Oh, that was a good bounce! Oh, but Biscuit puts a good HE shell to Mimic. They really need to find out which target it would go for. Mimic's dropped the reactive armor. That's a good call. But will it absorb some shells there? Eaterbix going to put a good shell. Oh! He didn't die, which is important. That could also mean Mimic might be able to put one more shell in. He does put one more shell into Eaterbix. And that will be important as well. And Gravity captured B as well in the mouse, and that could also mean Kraken Esports just need to stay alive, and they don't need to do much. They need to make sure they don't die. They have the caps. They could just sit back and defend B, and it's over for Zenith. What a match from both teams here. Yeah. I mean, Kraken Esports really didn't consider that Yaguru to be in the equation. Eaterbix landing those important shells almost handed Zenith a big advantage. But I think why Kraken Esports won in the end is because they made a timely push on C, and they got the caps, which is really good. Only 30 seconds remaining. It doesn't feel like more than 6 minutes here. It's some really good plays from both teams. Rolling will stream something. I need to check. But oh my goodness me. What a good game for both teams. Eaterbix landing almost 3k damage, killing 1 tank. Biscuit, very important player as well, more than 4k, killing 2 tanks. Kraken Esports with 3 tanks doing more than 3k. T22 didn't really do much here, unfortunately. Only putting out 826 damage, and but I mean, that push, Gravity Samurai being the only tank in the middle, absolutely is very crucial. And, oh, Zenith taking some unusual lineup here. Once again, it's going to be Kraken leading the win here, leading this match so far. Can anyone tell me the scoreline of, from Stahlfalke stream? Will be I'll appreciate that. I think it's HNKL versus H1Z1. I got the right overlay. There we go. It's the right overlay. It's the right scoreline. Right. Everything looks really right at the moment. The stream didn't lag out. Oh my god, I'm slow in getting in again. This time we have double ice force by Biscuit and Stefan. This game is rigged in the double Yaguru. Interesting choice here alongside Eaterbix. Hits you in the triple 90.01p alongside Slightly and Zenith T130 AT. This time adamantly putting some important shots. Puts a good shell into the VK with Zenith T130 AT. And meanwhile, Kraken on the south side, we have Apple in the Crown Wagon, Gravity Samurai and the mouse adamantly taking some hits there in the T22. H-Rocks in the E5 alongside Mimic and double 113s by Dragops and Shogun. This time it will be Zenith getting the cap lead. They are trying to get C, and you can see those double Yagurus just sniping at the back, preventing Kraken Esports from trying to get into A or trying to push their spawn. But will it be predictable? And even though Gravity got B, it would not actually help, because ZNTH got one base at start, but KSU, is he being a little bit careless here? Oh no, he got shot by the W1B, so I don't know why he's dropping some unnecessary hit points. He might drop some more if he's not careful enough. If the W1B are able to put some... Oh! Dragops is getting shot at, but Gravity Samurai puts a good shell in there as well. Hit points are in favor of Kraken Esports, but apparently KSU, maybe the VK90.0P isn't the best tank for this purpose, because it's pretty large and it's pretty long as well. I've seen clans put an IS4 before, and even T20 medium. VK is probably the first time I saw in this position. Maybe that's not the best idea in my opinion. I do think it's a good idea to put a tank there to reset B, but maybe another tank would fare better. Just my 5 cents there. Obviously, it's really up to, maybe ZNTH has a different thinking than I do. But probably VK may not be the best tank there. And I think Kraken Esports are going to do a rotation. They have the hit point pool lead. They can make use of that to their utmost advantage. And knowing KSU is pretty low, they're going to rotate back into their spawn without getting spotted. Dragops sticking really close to the red line might bump into the rock, which is not the case. What do they have in mind? Adamantly, let's follow Adamantly. Is he going to get some spots in? And I mean, Eaterbix is it's looking at the wrong way. So now Adamantly's getting spotted up Biscuit. But look at Eaterbix. He is now changing his gun, changing the direction. And what does Kraken Esports have in mind though? We have the W1B going into C. No one is defending that though. Apart from maybe Stefan and... no, they're just going straight through. They're trying to shut down Stephen quickly, but Shogun is leading the charge alone. I'm not sure how to make of that, because now hit points are now neck and neck. The Eaterbix have come in. Oh, good double tap here. Dragops temporarily tracked, but Eaterbix unable to put some big shells into those 1-3s. But the Gravity Samurai is also leading the charge onto the other side. Adamantly has done well to rotate on the other side. KSU might be in trouble here. But meanwhile, Kraken Esports is just defending Shogun. It's not going to be long for this slow. I mean, he's so aggressive up there, and he's trying to pull back. But they're going to kill off KSU first. That means they are able to afford losing Shogun as well. But Shogun has managed to pull back, which is a good call. And H was trying his best to shield. And this game is rigged. Just bounces on the Dragops, and well, we're seeing a counter push here by those double VK. They shut down Adamantly, which is a good focus by the ZNTH's tanks, but ZNTH is gradually losing the hit points, and also they don't have the caps. They lost 2 caps as well, and they really need the right focus here. They're trying to focus ZNTH T130 80. Now Snotly's trying to trying to rotate, reverse his tank to try and get B. Meanwhile, ZNTH is also trying to make a pincer movement. I don't know what these double ice was going for, but they're going for apparently going for a tank with more hit points for some reason. They're going to try and shut down Dragops, but this is a chaotic match, to be honest with you. Stefan is down, Snotly's down, Hatrox is very, very low. This game is rigged, could very well end his life here. Is it going to be the case? Yes, it's going to be the case. Hit points still in favor of Kraken Esports. Cap points also in favor of Kraken Esports. Mimic and Dragops are working fantastically together to shut down Biscuit here, and the Mimic, oh, that he receives a big shot from this game is rigged, but will it swing that advantage to ZNTH? It doesn't. They have the caps. They also kills off Sam Jeffries, which is really good. And they couldn't kill off the game is rigged, but it's going to be a win for Kraken Esports. Wow, what a game that was. Oof. Jesus me. What a win. Oh my goodness me. I really love how Kraken Esports are dealing with this. Obviously, KSU losing a ton of HP at the start isn't something that I think Sam Jeffries would be happy about. And Yaguru, the effectiveness is not as good as we thought. Eaterbix puts out less than 2k of damage, and he tried to shoot 4 times. I think he only hit 2. And one of them, I think, is a track shot. And this game is rigged. Try to shoot 6, but only have 4 shots in. And I think either one of them, it does look like here, one of them didn't penetrate. So, in hindsight, the Yaguru didn't really work to their best advantage. Biscuit, once again, the man of the match, doing more than 3k. But once again, Kraken Esports, 3 tanks doing more than 3k, absolutely important. Adamantly, probably he might not want to play in the medium, or maybe that's just Fort Despair. Because Fort Despair is a map that really favors super heavy lineups. And maybe that's the map where it's going to struggle with a medium tank. I don't really exactly know, but we are now on to Descent now. Oh, hello. But for some reason, Discord is not. It's not coordinating. Oh, come on. A lot less views this time round. I'm going to ping people up in my server so that more people will join in. So we are waiting for Zenith to make something out of it, but I'm also trying to ping people up on my server to join this stream. Oh my god, Discord, why you crash? Hiya. Oh god. Just my Discord crashed. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm getting skip frames, but I think now it's fine. Oh, so Discord's trying to update himself. Right. Now, well, I think I don't have enough time to just go ahead and see what's up, but with that said, let's go back in. Zenith, quadruple S force by slightly Stefan. This game is rigged, and Zenith T1 3080. Vickers Light will be played by Yeetabix, and we have W1B by Biscuit and Kitsu. Kraken Esports, we have double Krabwagen by Apple, HROX, and Dragos in the STB1. Triple E5s by French, Mimic, and also Shogun. Adamantly in the Vickers Light. And we have so many IS force on the Zenith team, that's something that I don't really like to see. But when they have some special ideas here, the double Krabwagen might just get rushed immediately. They only have 2 tanks there, and they're trying to crowd themselves into B. They might be missing a golden opportunity to rush those double Krabwagens, though. No, it's just those Kraken Esports tanks are going to go and support those Krabwagens. I believe Zenith really missed their opportunity to rush those Krabwagens. Now that Kraken Esports are able to regroup, they really have nothing to do against those Krabwagens. And it's already down to both Adamantly and Dragos to get the pincer movement right. And that could mean Kraken Esports might have an advantage here, but they don't have a lot of time. They really need to make use of this. They don't have one base. They don't have one base. They don't want to get one base because that would just allow Zenith to push. But they don't have a lot of time left. Now it's going to be near 600 point cap point territory. If they don't rush these tanks right now, those triple IS4s, I don't know if they're going to kill the tanks within the time limit. So now Kraken Esports is just crowding into those triple IS4s, Adamantly taking really big hits. Zenith did really well in trying to shut down those mediums and lights, the mobility of the Kraken Esports. And Zenith might be actually on top of this if they get their focus right. I think Adamant is going to die, and it's going to be the case. Dragos is going to be the next tank to be dead. Zenith doing really good focus fire priority right now, but by no means Kraken Esports are doing bad in the focus fire. Appa, oh, bounces on the Zenith. Oh, but the Zenith is also dead. Appa needs to put an shell before he's killed, and he's now on the drum reader. He can die peacefully, and he does. Kestra is going to be the next focus for Kraken Esports. Kraken Esports throwing in everything, but the caps aren't in favor of them. I don't think they have enough time to kind of put it back. The Mimic is going to go down under a fire, though. Aatrox getting B, which is a good call, but you have so many high hit point pool tanks there. Eaterbix, Vickers Light, he's the mobile tank there. He could do a lot of things there. Hatros just ignoring completely. They want to get all the tanks, but I think this game will go to Zenith basically because they got 2 caps and they did really well with the focus fire priority. And that is it. Kraken Esports lost this 3rd game. Really quick game there. Gosh. Well, I believe actually if Kraken Esports actually timed that rotation better, not the Vegas Light and the STB1 going in first, they might have a better chance. And Zenith also did exceptionally well with focus fire priority, shutting down Vegas Light and the STB1 first. Those 2 tanks have a lot of DPM on the board, and they also shut down Apple next, which is now a good time to go for because you don't want that burst damage to work against you. And we are now on to the 4th game. That was a really quick win. Right. So let's go for the 4th game. I have to see the chat. I can't react in real time. Sam playing Jagru in tour. Yes. I know, right? Yeah, my iPad's just not connecting for some odd reason. I'm just going to start again my Wi-Fi. There we go. Hopefully it's going to load. We're back. Now this time, Biscuit's going to take in the 2 and 5 Bikishu in the T22, Eaterbix in the T62A. We have quadruple E5s by Salatni, Stefan. This game is rigged, and Zenith T130 AT. Meanwhile, Kraken Esports, we have Dragops in the IS4 alongside Mick, double Crown Vargas by Apple Hatrox, and we have double E5s by French and Shogun adamantly in the Vickers Light. Adamantly is going to be the important tank to get the spots up. He spot up tanks, he's going for B, no one's going for B, and this time it's actually Kraken Esports getting the cap lead. Interesting strategy by Kraken Esports, but I could see it work really well. Just not sure if they know that Zenith is not going for A at all. They have the wise force there. If Zenith play this carefully, play their cards right, and go for C, a rotation on C, the IS4 will take a long time to rotate, and I could see how Kraken Esports could fail. But will it be the decision made by Zenith? And if they do so, that's a genius move, I would say. But equally, the dice was very close to the city side, so you never know. Hello, respect me, I'm a bot. Eaterbix is spotted by Adamantly. Adamantly is going to be very important in getting the spots up, but does Kraken Esports know something's going on for Zenith? Zenith is trying to make a push. I think they're going to make a rotation. That's exactly what I'm thinking right now. They're going to see, and the Dice Force have rotated already. And I think Kraken Esports know something is happening over to B and C, and they're rotating their tanks. Oh, Mimic spotted up those rotating tanks, and I think Kraken Esports can make an attempt to do a pincer movement. But they are a bit spread out at the moment. The Crown Wagon, well, they're in position to assault the push. If they decide to push on Dragops here, Dragops might be in loads of trouble. Let's head down here. It's getting rushed by 4 tanks here. And I think Kraken Esports needs to close in. Not the time to get A though, because Dragops is going to be the sole focus for Kraken Esports. And if Kraken Esports is doing nothing to save Dragops, they're going to lose a tank for nothing. but they also have A as well. They still have the cap lead by a big margin though. It's already on to ZNTH to get the tanks as soon as possible, and hit points still in favor of Kraken Esports, and Kraken Esports need to regroup now before they lose any more hit points there. They are flaking a bit. In terms of the formation, adamantly is trying to go for Big. He's a one-shot. I don't know why he went into the desert in the end, but adamantly is going to kill him off, and that will give Kraken Esports some breathing space. But Appa is also down. It's going to be a 6 versus 5. Kisser's going to get A, and this is a good call, which means Kraken Esports are going to lose their ground on caps. But Kraken Esports still have more than 2k of hit point advantage, but they are confused, somewhat confused on which tank they should go for. The focus fire is not there, but they have so many low hit point low hit point tanks. I do think it's kind of hard for Kraken Esports to throw it away. Or Kraken Esports. French is I don't think it's an ammo rack, but it does look like it. It does draw the hit point deficit much closer. Hatrox is dead. They still don't have a cap. They killed off Stefan. It's really now on to whether they can kill off Biscuit quickly enough and the other 3 tanks. They killed off Biscuit. Time is taken away. They only need one more kill. One more kill and they're going to win this one. Adamantly needs to make sure. Oh, Shogun is dead. They need to kill 2 more tanks now. They need to kill all the tanks. Adamantly might go down if he's not careful enough. He's now down to a one-shot. Mimic needs to shield adamantly, block the tanks. But will they have enough time? They don't have any caps. They can't miss anything. They need to make sure. Oh, KSU bounced onto adamantly. Is there a ramp happening? Oh no, adamantly's down. I think ZNTH is going to win this one for some odd reason. My goodness me, what is going on? What? 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 I'm out of this, really, I'm out of this. What is this? Oh my goodness me. Impeccable. Oh my goodness me, Kraken Esports. I think they kind of threw it away in some sense. But wow, what a game. I seriously think that ZNTH was on the back foot for most of the time, but they managed to make a big comeback. To my surprise, 5 tanks doing more than 2k. Kraken Esports quite close. I mean, they tried. But 4 tanks doing more than 2k. Their focus fire just simply dissolved towards the end of the game. Wow, what a good match from ZNTH. Really, Kraken Esports. They need to do a big reflection why they threw that win away. It's simply, yeah, unimaginable what happened to that. There will be 8 games played. Only a fixed number of games played, so whichever team gets 5 wins will get the 3 points. But even if they get 5 points, and if it's not 8 games, then the battles will still go on. So let's see what's going to happen. I just need to know the scoreline. Maybe someone knows it already. Let me just double check. This was just not cooperating. I'll check Stahlfalke YouTube channel. I think that would be good. Let me just check on my mobile phone. Is he still alive? Yeah, he's still alive. Oh. They're still playing. I'll see what scoreline is going to be. But the red guy, the red names. Well, it's going to be a close game. Well, did they start late? Okay, now we're on Rockfield. And wow. Come on, show me the scoreline. Right, we have Eatervix in the ice fall alongside Stefan on the ZNTH on the. It's going to be a 1-6-4, 1-6-2 H1Z, H1Z1 currently winning 6-1. Kraken Esports going with Mimic in the 2-5B, Kramwagen, Apper, and Aatrox. T125, Adamantly, French, and Shogun, Dragops in the Vicus Lights. Oh, he spotted already. Spot up some tanks. Sheridan played by Biscuit, Kistune T22, Slightly, Ada E5 alongside This Game is Rigged, and ZNTH T130 80 in the VK 90.01p. So C is now going to be captured by ZNTH. This Game is Rigged is spotted. Honestly, what does Kraken Esports have in mind here? Oh, Shogun's getting reset by a bit, but Adamantly is getting A as well. I'm not really sure why there is nothing from ZNTH's team there to reset Adamantly, and they got A. Shogun taking a bit of hit, but that's kind of minimal. They still have the hit point pool lead, though. Oh, some missiles going in, but it doesn't hit anything. Adamantly is here aggressively in this position. Kraken Esports have control of the A area, but they don't have the cap lead, though. Which can be a problem if you ask me, because rotating is going to be hard considering where these heavies are positioned. This Game is Rigged, and ZNTH. What does Kraken Esports have in mind? They need to stick really close to the red line, but chances are This Game is Rigged might be able to spot them, but he's in the heavy tank, so maybe that doesn't count. But Dragops in that Vicus Light, maybe he might do something out of it. Now I have to make sure I got the scoreline right. Yep. There we go. Sorry for the lack of audio for a brief moment. It worked. Yeah, at all. I think it worked in the end, but I think one more to note is that Kraken Esports, oh, some shots going into T130 AT. Some missiles going in, didn't hit anything. Biscuit, I think you're just cursed by Rolling Swarm here. That's why your missiles didn't hit. And, oh, mimicking shots by a little bit. A problem I was saying in the Desert Sands game there is Kraken Esports, their positioning was at times questionable. And, ooh, Mimic taking a big hit by Slightly and Kishu. Is that worth doing so? You might want to see in the end, but I mean, that could be just 3 shots from Kishu and Slightly. Meanwhile, ZNTH's going to make a push onto Apper, Kraken Esports. They are pretty spread out there, not very consolidated. Apple is going to be a free real estate for ZNTH at this point. But ZNTH's not trying their hardest to take out Apple. It's taking way too long for them to kill off Apple, I must say. Apple is able to put some shots in even, and Slightly is going to be a one-shot for Kraken Esports, and Adamantly might be tasked to do that. Mimic is also pretty low. It's going to be a 7-6. They killed off Slightly, which is a very important kill. ZNTH also got B, which is an important cap. Shogun is pretty, well, I mean, he's going to get supported anyway. Biscuit is getting some shots from those tanks up there. But focus fire, KRK-S need that focus fire, and they are not really doing anything about that. They're trying to go for this game is rigged, which is a good call. Shogun is still hanging on there. I think KRK-S are gradually getting this back. But unless they got one base, they still need to work their way though, because it's quite hard for KRK-S to try to get a lead there. But I believe HNKL needs to kind of get in closer. Meanwhile, we have Dragops going for A, but the Biscuit might be just going to shut him down, just going for that. That was a good ram, but the Biscuit, will he be able to kind of kill off Dragops before Dragops is able to put a Gnar shell in? Biscuit is going to be killed by Dragops. That was an important kill. That could have won them the game, to be honest with you. And now Dragops needs to go for A. Mimic is down, and they need to kill off French as quickly as possible. Hopefully they don't bounce any bad shots, and hopefully French is going to put a shell into his shoe, which is the case. They got A as well, but this is going to be still very close game to call. ZNTH Eaterbix, who Shogun's really low, French is really low. ZNTH's just going for French at this point though, and it's a bounce! Oh, that was an important bounce from French, and he's down. ZNTH T130, 80 is down. KRK-S, just this is us away, but Dragops is down as well. Shogun down to one shot. Oh my goodness me, this is again another close game. Just going to get complaints at this point though. Oh, Eaterbix is down, and he got it by Caps. What a game! Oh my god, what a game! Yes, oh my god, exciting, exciting. I wasn't expecting some exciting games. That exciting to be honest with you. Both teams really in the goods. I hope my commentary is going to live up to that hype. Absolutely wondrous stuff there. Eaterbix killing 4 tanks, doing more than almost 3k. Stephen doing more than 2k as well, killing 1 tank. KRK-S with 4 tanks doing more than 2k, adamantly 4.4k worth of damage to T125. HNKL 3.6k damage, killing 2 tanks, and wow. I'm literally amazed by both of these teams. KRK-S, most of their players are playing on touch, and I think they are preparing for the upcoming spring season, I believe. But still, I think they still have a long way to go. But I believe with almost like half a year to prepare for this upcoming spring season, they can have a lot of time to prepare, and they have a lot to offer. We're going to see at the moment it's going to be a win for HNKL versus for H1Z1. Where did it end? Yeah, it was a 7-1 win for H1Z1. So both teams going to be readied up. Eaterbix in the Vickers Light, Biscuit in the IS4, Kisschin in the E5 alongside. This game is rigged slightly in the E5, ZNTH T130, 80 in the VK 90.01p, Stefan in the IS4. Meanwhile, KRK-S we have adamantly T22, Dragops in the E5 alongside French and Mimic, Gravity in the T22. I think he is Shapey alongside Shogun, HNKL in the Crown Bargain. I think we are seeing some changes. Kitsune now taking in the Super Conqueror. Interesting choice here. Good held down tank. But it doesn't get lots of attention in Clan Wars. I don't have the tag, so I can't exactly pinpoint the bad thing about the Super Conqueror. But apparently it's a meta choice. So we're going to see what's going to go. So we are loading in late again. So this time ZNTH on the north spawn going mostly to A and B. KRK-S, are they rushing down the middle? They're sending a lot of tanks down the middle. Unusually a lot of tanks. And unusually with triple T22s. What do they have in mind? They're just going straight into B. They're trying to get some quick cap. Some miscoordination, I don't know. Ooh, 3 T22s getting spawted already. Eaterbix getting yeeted a bit. ZNTH T138. He's getting shot at as well. The T22 so far not losing a lot of hit points, which is good. But Kishu is he able to put some good shells? No, the terrain is blocking his view. But the T22 is down in this low ground. Will it be a problem though? I hope not. But now Kraken Esports have the hit point pool lead and also the cap point lead, cap advantage. Ooh, how are they going to work with that? Shogun is very aggressive. He is spotted, but he doesn't spot any of the ZNTH tanks. He got spotted by Etabix, shot at by Etabix, but he doesn't know who shot him. But I mean, the low damage row probably would suggest that to be a big slight. I don't know if Kraken Esports have taken that into account, but all Kraken Esports need to do is to stay safe and sound. Do I have any more messages? Nope. And it's going to be a defensive gameplay for Kraken Esports. ZNTH needs to do something. B, however, is quite well. I mean, it's defended, but I mean the defending tanks are also somewhat out in the open. So ZNTH, they could just get the crossfire and try to distract the Kraken Esports forces and then go to B. That's what I would be planning to do if I were Sam Jeffries, but we will see. Maybe that's exactly what Sam Jeffries is going to do here. Adamantly spotting the tanks going for the for their spawn. They're going for. I mean, if Adamantly doesn't run away now, then he might be in trouble. And they're trying to get B, which is a good call. Drawing all the Kraken Esports tanks into this. And I think these esports did a mistiming here. They shouldn't have gone in that quickly though. Should have waited for the other flank to kind of go in and distract the Kraken Esports forces. And now Biscuit's gonna get killed. Stefan's gonna be the next tank down. This game would likely go for Kraken Esports unless C is getting captured. That could swing things a lot. And they just need one more kill. And they need to make sure the Shogun doesn't die. Rammed into Snartly, which is not good at all. They got B back, which is good, but they lost both Hatrox and Shogun hit points. Still in favor of Kraken Esports, but they don't have the number of caps here. They need to make sure they kill another tank quickly before Mimic's going to die. Kishu is dead, and that gives Kraken Esports the victory. Only one more win, and here, and Kraken Esports will be getting home all 3 points. And meanwhile, ZNTH, they won't. If they need to win the next 2 games, and if they don't, they will not be getting home any points at all. Wow, what a good game! Really good stuff there. So H1Z1 winning 7-1 against HNKL, and that will put H1Z1 to the 2nd place for now. And they are going to have 4 points with a difference of 6 plus 6. So currently, Kraken Esports still leading the table. If they drop points tonight, they will. H1Z1 will get the 1st place instead. And meanwhile, HNKL will be pushed right into the last place, given that SWAC has opted out of this ZNTH League. We are now on Oasis Palms. Now we have Adamantly playing the Vic Slide alongside Dragops, French playing in the IS4, and we have double T20s by Shapey and Shogun, Hatrox or Sharpie. I think people call him Sharpie. We have Hatrox in the Crown Bargain, Mimic in the E5. Oh, Dragops is going to be the substitute. I think we have French in the IS4 now, or Apple in the Crown Bargain. Etabix in the 2-5 potentially, Biscuit in the E5 alongside This Game is Rigged, and it's likely ZNTH T13018 the IS4 alongside Stefan and Kishu in the T20 medium. And before I continue, I just ate my biscuit, my custard. No, I don't have time to eat my custard cream, so we are now on to Oasis Palms. Now I'm in the battlefield at the right time. Zenith on the south spot will be going mostly to the desert side, the seaside. And so does KRK-S, and that's we're going to see some brawl action going on to the desert side. And French going into the middle. It is going to be an interesting call, but at least he will have eyes onto me, or maybe he will have eyes onto the crossing tanks, but will he put a shot into Stefan? Nope, he's not going to go for Stafford. Maybe he will go for Zenith, but no, he's not going for T110 3080. So Stefan is getting spotted going for C. Mimic and Hatros also getting spotted. Samurai and Shogun going into this ditch. I think they have something in their minds. Are they going straight for Zenith T1 3080, or are they going for A cap? We'll know very soon. But at the moment, T22 are not getting spotted, which is a good sign. But Zenith are equally not going for C. But if those T22s go for a base, and if Adamantly goes for a base, that could give the Zenith information to just rush in. And will it be the case with Zenith right now to make a push into these E5s and Kramwagen here? At the moment, Zenith is playing it really defensively, meaning KRK-S will get A and they could regroup. Which also means Zenith would not have the cap lead, even if they get C, because KRK-S got A and start, but we are seeing just KRK-S just going straight into T1 3080. No, Gravity Samurai is not going for that tank first. It's going to be Shogun and Mimic. That could be a good idea, actually. Just to get some overview onto Kishu and Etabix. But it's going to be a focus for KRK-S. They're going for Zenith. Now they're going to go in. Gravity Samurai and Adamantly going for T1 3080, and he's going to be down very soon. Just what Michelle would do, and he's going to kill that Adamantly. Kills off T1 3080. That really changed the game plan of Zenith entirely. The hit point's still very close for both teams. Shogun has a lot of health. Now they're going for Snartly, but Kishu can just go a little bit more aggressive, but he's in the medium tank, so I could forgive him for doing that. Hatros just need a good pincer movement there, and Zenith on the other hand is doing a counter push. Those 4 tanks are able to get Gravity Samurai quickly enough, but no, Snartly is getting killed. And those double E5s are going to wreak some havoc into KRK-S team. This is descending into Doc's dinner here. Adamantly is pretty low though, and now Kishu is dead. Is that an ammo rack? Oh, Etabix is also dead. And I think with this in mind, KRK-S is going to take home all 3 points here, regardless of the next game. Shogun is very, very low, and this game is rigged instead. Stefan is dead. Biscuit is the last man standing. Oh, I think this is a much more resonant victory for KRK-S. I think simply Zenith didn't really read what to do when KRK-S are going for A. Maybe they don't have enough information to make a call like that. But I would have gone for a rush in that situation just because KRK-S, they are pretty spread out at that time. But they also have like the T20s, and I think it's like they could rotate really quickly back. But just give credits to KRK-S for that game. Really good reading and really good pincer movement. Caught Zenith hesitating there, and no player from Zenith did more than 2k, and that's a very big warning sign there. KRK-S with 5 tanks doing more than 2k, even all of their tanks there did more damage than the first ranking player in the Zenith's team. That's a very resounding victory for KRK-S. And now KRK-S are going to take home with the 3 points. It's just going to be them trying to extend their lead if they want to. Just to play safe if it's going to be down to the wire on the qualifications. But Zenith, definitely some good games there, but last game wasn't really their game. We are very sure that KRK-S is going to finish tonight with a first place, and with 6 points in the table. Second place we have H1Z1 with 4 points. And we are going to see tomorrow it's going to be let's see. Tomorrow it's going to be streamed by Fujitsu Blitz for Phoenix versus Fuha. So we're going to know Phoenix, are they going to take home their first pointer? Fuha have 1 point at hand. Phoenix have 0 points but played 0 games. So they are currently on 6th place, tied with Lux Novum. We're going to know very soon. The last game, KRK Esports, they don't really do much. They want to extend their game difference though. Currently they're on +7. And if they won that game, the last game, it will be extended to +8. But if they lost that game, it will be +6. And that would be the same as H1Z1. Meanwhile, Zenith, they do want to end on a high note, on a relatively high note. Although they lost now, they still want to make it as little of a difference as possible. Now that Zenith, it's going to be on the North Spawn, they're going to have Easybix in the Vickers Light, Biscuit in the 2-1-5, Kissju in the Super Conqueror. This game is rigged in the E5. Double Eyes 4 by T130AT and slightly Stefan in the 215B. Meanwhile, we have KRK Esports adamantly in the Vickers Light, Apple in the Kramwagen, the Hatrox in the Kramwagen as well, French in the Ice 4, Gravity Samurai in the E5 alongside Mimic and Shogun in the T22. Last game of tonight, who will take that win? We will find out really soon. But we already know KRK Esports is going to take home with 6 points. And we are late again into this game. This time, Zenith will be on the north side. This time, they are committing more forces into the city. And KRK Esports will be committing also most of their forces into the city. This is going to be a city play. But adamantly is going to get some tanks spotted over to the desert side. He's going for C, which is a good call. He's going to capture C. He spotted up nothing. And the heavies would not be quick enough to get a reset. Oh. Biscuit is trying to put some blind fire. Kissju is getting spotted, but adamantly is also getting spotted as well. He's running away. He took a shot though, but he has the 6th sense to run away quickly though. Oh, there is an attempt from the Easybix to shut down adamantly, but he couldn't land that shell in. Easybix still spotted though, but this still is in favor of KRK Esports according to the hit points. But that also means that C is free for all for Zenith now. Would they realize that? Or will KRK Esports rotate and try to reset C? But you're seeing here Shogun and adamantly holding here. But do they have enough information? Do they have the spots to reset C? I am not entirely confident though, but they can chip away some hit points there. Kissju is going to be capturing C, I think with relative impunity. They're also getting A as well. No. KRK Esports going straight in. They realize they have 2 tanks over to the C side. They're just going for Iron Fist at this moment. I appreciate this reading here, but they are not getting their shells in at this point though. Zenith are not doing a horizontal straight line here. That means KRK Esports, they know which tank to focus. It's going to be Slotty that's going to be dying first. Gravity Samurai dropping the reactive armor. Would that be too little too late though? The next time they're going to be focusing will be this game is rigged. But Adamant is still far behind. He needs to close it. Gravity Samurai is now killed. French and also Hatrox kills off. This game is rigged. Next time they're going for is potentially those double 2-1-5B. Kissju is also pretty low as well. Adamantly needs to make use of his hit points and try and close it. But Easybix is going to take a good closer look into adamantly. Adamantly is trying to buy as much time as he could. Stefan's dropping the reactive armor. French, can he kill off Stefan? Apple kills off Stefan, but Mimic is a one-shot. He's going to be killed by Biscuit. This is still very close to call. Adamantly is not going to win that 1v1 duel unless Easybix bounces a shot. French is now dead. It's going to be 3v3 with the Kramwagen. Oh no. He's going to die. He's going to die. Shogun is, Adamant is going to die as well. Biscuit is going to be dead. And double crown bargains without the clip, the DPM is going to be a big downside to this. Apple, unless they're doing 2 vs 2 here, I don't see how they're going to win against double heavies here, unless Apple is able to finish off Kistu, and which he does. H-Rocks is trying to brawl against ZNTH T130AT, and H-Rocks gets a really important bounce there. And Etabix misses onto ZNTH T130AT. Oh, Apple bounces onto T130AT. Kraken Esports might have a line here. They have to make sure. I mean, Etabix can still put a good show into. Oh, he puts a good show into H-Rocks. And H-Rocks now down to 2-shot. ZNTH can put a good shell into H-Rocks. Can he do so? And he does, I think. He's going to kill off H-Rocks. And Apple is there to shield. And that's an important shield there. Etabix still has one more shell in this clip. He can potentially kill off H-Rocks. And he does kill off H-Rocks without putting a shell into ZNTH. They still have a capital C. Etabix can do absolutely wonders here. Apple is trying to reload his clip, though he has time, but not the caps. It's going to be Russian roulette here, where the Etabix is going to be killed randomly by Apple. The Apple absolutely cannot fluff a shell at all. Puts a good shell into ZNTH T130AT. Can he put a second shell in? And a bounce! Oh dear, that could lose down the game. He cannot bounce the last shell in this clip, or he can just get this reload here. Can he put that shell in? He does put a shell in. It's down to 317. A low roll might not be a good idea. You just need that shell in, though. Can he put that shell in? He's just waiting for his clip to reload. I don't know why. This is going to be hard. Going to be close call. Oh, he misses! Bounces! Oh dear! Apple! He kills off T130AT, but that leaves Etabix. He can kill off Apple. He just needs to play it cleverly. This is so close. Wow. I'm totally speechless about this. Apple. It's going to be down to the luck factor. But they're closing, both of these tags are closing in. I don't think the main idea is to get C. No. I think the main idea is to get C. But Etabix, Apple doesn't have the speed. Apple is spotted. Etabix knows where he's going, but he doesn't spot Etabix. Can he get into C in time? And will Etabix land a good shell into Apple? 980. He kills off Apple, and it's going to be a win for ZNTH. Wow. Oh god. Wow. What's a turnaround by ZNTH? And I think the reason why Kraken Esports lost because they bounced a lot of shells. I think I'm going to show that to you, how many shells they bounced, and it was a very clutchy win for ZNTH, and if clutch win. And once again, ZNTH really good focus fire priority this time. Let's see about Kraken Esports. Oh man. 5 shells not in, but I mean he did more than 5 kills, which is really good. Gravity Samurai, what the heck has happened? Oh, only puts 1 shell in out of 5 shots fired. Mimic puts 2 shells in out of 6 shots fired. French puts all his shells in, which is good. Shogun bounced 2, not too bad. Adamantly, okay, missed 3, and K-Trox, yeah, those double E5s really, I think, was the main factor why they lost this game. Have they put their shells in, I think it would have gone a lot differently, with ZNTH putting a lot more shells in. Etabix not panning for their shells. 71-30-AT, 3 shells didn't go in, but look at Kitsu, all of his shells are through. Biscuit missed 4 shells. Stefan, 3 shells not through. This game is rigged. Put all of his shells in, and Slartney, oh, not a lot of shells in. But look at the D5, so it's the main difference why they lost. And the adamantly really brave effort there. Shogun, really brave effort there. double Crown Bargains, they left those Crown Bargains to the last, which is a good idea considering the Crown Bargains, they don't have a lot of DPM. GG. Wow, what a game, ZNTH, you did. I think that was a good start for you guys. Kraken Esports is a really tough tag to defeat, and that could set a good momentum for you to get a good finish in the end. Getting a top 4 finish could be well on the cards, I must say. And let's look at the table in the end tonight. Okay, we have H1Z1 7-1 against HNKL. That puts H1Z1 in the 4th place. ZNTH lost Kraken Esports in some really exciting games. I must say, some of the most exciting games I've streamed so far. Not even the top 4 clans on the EU server could bring us such exciting games. 5-3 for Kraken Esports against ZNTH. That was an important win for Kraken Esports. But ZNTH definitely made a good entrance to this ZNTH League. And I believe they could finish in a respectable position, if I were to be honest with you. Tomorrow we have Phoenix against Fuha. That's going to be streamed by Fujit's Blitz. And that is going to be all for me. Thank you all for watching. Well, I will get to see you soon. In a few days, hopefully, when ZNTH League is going to be back. Well, that would be a really crazy, some crazy games tonight. Really